Fantastic. Descriptions of the past. We practice have been. And we didn't. Yes, we didn't practice ever, right? New vocabulary.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Everybody pronunciation. Ever.
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 Ever. This is an expression that exists in English, and this is very particular. Switch to Spanish. Necesito hablarles en español para entender esta palabra porque, válgame la redundancia, esto no existe en español. Por lo tanto, hay que entender que para entender esta pregunta o para entender esta... bloquear, activar audio, aquí está. Para entender esta palabra tenemos que pensar todos en lógica inglesa. Vamos a pensar en inglés. ¿Qué es pensar en inglés? ¿Qué significa esto para una persona inglesa o una persona nativa cuando la escucha? Cuando una persona nativa escucha ever, automáticamente piensa en su vida en general. Have you ever been to Disneyland? Esa pregunta se traduce a ¿alguna vez has ido a Disneylandia? Si solamente te digo ¿has ido a Disneylandia? También me entiendes, ¿no? Por lo tanto, pensando en español, es más fácil que se nos olvide ponerle la palabra ever, porque en español esa palabra no existe. Como las palabras que no existen en inglés, como do, como does, como any en las preguntas de existencia. Ever, esa es otra palabra que no existe en español, pero que se necesita usar cuando estás hablando de tu vida. Y ahorita estamos hablando, para un poco de contexto, para Xiomara, que nos acaba de acompañar, como estamos hablando de viajes en nuestra vida, es útil usar ever para las preguntas. Check this out. Have. Everybody pronunciation. Have you ever?
Have you ever?
Have you ever?
Have you ever?
Have you ever been? Pronunciation. Come on, everybody. Have you ever been?
Are you ever been?
Are
Have
you no?
you ever been?
Again. Have you ever been?
Have
Have
you
you ever been
To Disneyland?
to Disneyland?
Oh yeah. Have you ever been to Disneyland? ¿Alguna vez en tu vida has ido a Disneylandia? You see? This is the correct application of the question ever. So please everybody, let's go to the conversation and ask. Heli, ask a question to Oscar about a location in the world, in his life.
Oscar, have you ever been to Canada?
Yeah. Very nice.
No. I have never been to Canada.
Fantastic. Good job. Very good. Everybody go to the chat. Copy this. Heli to the chat. Oscar to the chat. Everybody to the chat. Have you ever been to Canada? in the chat, everybody. Very good, Heli. We're missing Oscar. Perfect. Oscar, question Yumi about a location in your life.
Yumi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yumi, have you ever been to USA?
Good. Good. In English, it's necessary to say the USA.
The USA?
Yeah.
Okay. Yumi, have you ever been to the USA?
Fantastic. Very good.
Oscar, I have never been to USA.
A specific USA?
To USA.
In English, you say the USA. Necessary.
The USA. Ah, okay. Okay. Oscar, I have never been the USA.
Oh, connector?
To the USA?
Yes.
¿Cierto? Okay. Oscar, I have never been to the USA.
Excellent.
Okay.
Very good. Copy that. Copy that, everybody. Very good.
Have you ever been to USA?
Take that. Good. Yumi, question Heli about a location in her life.
Okay. Heli, Heli, have you ever been to Guanajuato in your life?
Excellent. Excellent question.
Yes, I have. I have been to Guanajuato.
I have been to Guanajuato. Fantastic. Good job. Put it in the chat, girls. Everybody. All right. So let's check this out. Let's see your examples. So we have in your examples the following. Number one, Heli said, us, are you have ever been to Canada? Okay, Heli, eliminate are. Okay.
Fui la tablet teacher, pero sí ahorita lo elimino.
Ok. Ya se me hacía
Odio
raro.
la tablet.
Yes, of course, of course. Sí, sí pasa. Technology is not your friend. Okay? Technology is not our friend. Anyway, very good. Let's go with Oscar. I have never been to Canada. Perfect. Oscar asks, Yumi, have you ever been to the USA? And Heli said, I have never been to the USA. Excellent. And with emoji and everything. And finally, you have Yumi. Have you ever been to Guanajuato in your life? And Heli said, in a moment, yes, I have been to Guanajuato in my life. So very good, guys. Very, very good. That's it. With these examples, we can understand have been to in your life. With these examples, we can understand that in general, let's put this remember. Remember. We have past was versus in my life. This is was and this is have been. Was versus have been. Have been, no, sorry, be in the past was is this activity is no more. Okay? I was a language student for 4 years. Si yo digo I was a teacher, significa que ya no soy teacher. Por lo tanto, este está mal. Right? Si digo I have been a teacher for 10 years, significa que yo he sido y que sigo siendo. Por lo tanto, esta es la buena. Lo interesante es que las dos están bien. Depende de qué quieras decir. Do you understand?
Sí, creo que sí. Es cuando una acción termina y ya no se hace más y la otra se continúa haciendo, ¿no?
Efectivamente.
Es lo que dice.
Correcto. Esto les va a servir cañón cuando en el futuro comparemos pasado simple con pasado have, que son completamente distintos, pero los dos son pasados. You see? So take a note. Y otra vez, ¿cuál está bien? Las dos. Por eso es que es importante saber qué estás diciendo. Que no lo digas porque el teacher dijo que era have been, ¿no? Sino que entiendas qué estás diciendo. Yes or no?
Creo que sí, teacher.
Yes. Have been. That's it. Screenshot, everybody. This is a screenshot. Remember, for your memory. Important for your memory. Yes or no?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Perfect. So, how do you identify? And they put this. How do you identify was versus have been? When you say was, let me put this. Okay. How do you identify the correct form? The correct form, you can identify the correct application. No, time expression. Yes. Time expression color purple. Color purple. Color purple. Please screenshot this information. And send it to the WhatsApp. Well, I can send it to you. In the past, for example, let me put it to you, and attention. Look at this guy over here. I was 18 years old. 2012. Do you see this little baby over there? Ay, poor baby. Poor baby. I was 18 years old when I started, simple past, teaching English. I have been an English teacher for 13 years. But before a teacher, I was a barista. I was a barista for 1 year. So let's contrast have been versus I was. Oscar, in this moment you are animal breeder. Animal breeder. How long have you been an? Oh yes, by the way, pronunciation, everybody. How long?
How long?
Mm-hmm.
How long? How long?
Do you know what's the meaning of how long?
¿Hace cuánto?
¿Hace cuánto tiempo?
¿Cuánto tiempo? No hace cuánto. ¿Hace cuánto? Oscar sería how long ago.
Ah, cierto.
Si le quitas ago significa cuánto tiempo.
¿Cuánto tiempo?
How long? Question for duration. 1 year, 2 years, for 10 years, and you can use the word since. Everybody pronunciation. Since.
Since.
Since means desde. Okay. So, how long have you been an animal breeder, Oscar?
I have been an animal breeder for 4 years.
And what were you before an animal breeder?
Before I have been an animal breeder, I was.
Before I was. In this case, it's not correct to say have been.
Okay. Before I was a welder.
And before I was a welder. Very nice.
For
Copy all
I
this
was a
information
welder for 4 years.
for 4 years. Perfect, my friend. Yes. Copy all this expression in the chat. All your expertise. I have been, na 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 na, and before I was, na 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 na, for 4 years.
I have been.
Action 2. Yumi. Yumi, you have been a florist, but you were a singer, no?
Yes.
Complete idea. What were you, Yumi? Come on, Yumi. Oh, she left. Bye. Okay, Heli. What have you been and what were you in the past?
I have in the past. Okay. I have I was a student
I was a student. For how long?
and I have been a lawyer for I don't know for this is not gonna, 18 years. Oh my god.
For 18 years. This is a crisis. This class is always a crisis for my students.
Yes. Yes. 18 years.
And you say yes. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yes, perfect. You have been a lawyer for 18 years. 18 amazing years. Amazing. What about you? Well, only you guys. Haley Oscar, copy that in the chat. And let me put the examples. Oscar said, I have been an animal breeder for 4 years. But that's incomplete, no, brother? And before, okay. Before I was a welder, I was a welder for 4 years. Perfect, Oscar. We
Okay.
only need Kelly and we finish. Perfect. Very good. Kelly, that's it. I was a student and I have been a lawyer for 18 years. That's it. Easy peasy Japanesey, everybody. So now you finally have the complete structure number 1, but with a new participation. Verb to be in my life. I have been, you have been, and my mother has been. My father has been. My brother has been, etc., etc., etc. Hilly, how would you ask Oscar? Ask Oscar his wife profession. His wife's profession.
Okay. Has been your teacher? No, your teacher. has,
What?
has been
Your
no.
your wife, no?
Sí. Has been your wife. Um, oh Dios.
Oh my god.
Has been, ajá,
In English. Oh my god.
oh my God. Has, you don't know. Was if it's negative. Okay.
It's
Ya,
very
ya, ya.
similar to the question for the trips, eh? Is how many times or how long? Then you have have or
Have,
has, person,
have,
past
person,
participle.
and how many, no, how, um, but the question is, um, ¿qué hace, no?
Ajá,
¿Qué hace
exactly.
o por cuánto tiempo?
In
Bueno,
this
¿cuánto
case,
tiempo? ¿No?
if you want to say first, ¿qué hace, no? That's your first question. ¿Qué hace is present.
Ujú.
So, verb to be in present.
Um, is,
Exactly.
ajá,
Mhm.
is,
How do you say que?
in- what is,
Exactly.
what is your wife?
Perfect. What's your wife? Action, brother. What's your wife?
Hmm. My wife uh, has been an animal breeder for 4 years.
Okay. Okay, that was a direct question. Be careful, eh? Because Oscar, como ya te sabías a qué íbamos, te saltaste una pregunta. You know? Ella nada más se preguntó, What's your wife? Only. Y tú ya
Que
tú ahí te
debería,
aventaste el.
una respuesta más correcta podría haber sido my wife o she has an animal breeder.
Eliminate has. Verb to be in present.
She is an animal breeder.
Finish. That's correct. That's correct. What is your wife? My wife is an animal breeder. And now, question Heli.
Ajá.
You know?
How long has
Mm-hmm.
your wife
Mm-hmm.
an animal breeder?
Uh-oh. Verb to be.
Okay. Um, in past,
No, in past participle because it has your wife.
has been, bueno,
Has been. Ajá.
sí, okay, okay. Entonces, how long has your wife been an animal breeder?
Fantastic. You are correct. How long has your wife been an animal breeder? Tell us, Oscar.
Teacher, can you repeat that but slow?
Me? Nah, tell Heli.
How long has
Ajá.
How, how long has
Yes.
your wife been
ajá,
an animal breeder.
Perfect. Perfect. That's correct.
Thank you.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Fantastic.
How long has your wife been an animal breeder?
An animal breeder.
So, my wife has been an animal breeder for 4 years.
For 4 years. That's much better. That's much better, you see? Exactly. And this
Yes.
is, I have a material for that. That's it. How long?
I have a question.
Tell me.
Uh, what uh, what is animal breeder?
An animal breeder is like an occupation. Can you describe, brother?
Uh, I don't have the specific words, but I think animal breeder is like the people like um como que cuida a los animales.
Ajá. En una granja, ¿no?
Ajá, algo así. Es como el granjero, el cuidador de animales.
Cuidador de animales,
Ah,
ajá. Because
okay.
breeder es, viene de la palabra breed, que significa, es como, aquí está, cuidar animales con tal de producir otros animales más jóvenes para un propósito en general.
Criar se traduce breed.
Criar, ándale.
Ujú. Como criar, ajá, como que criador de animales,
So,
algo así.
exacto, breeder, creador. Ujú.
Criador de animales. Ujú.
Criador, exacto. Ujú.
Okay, thanks.
Interesting, ¿no?
Sí, yes.
That's a profession. Oh yeah. Perfect, everybody. Perfect. My people, you have it. Oscar, question Kelly about her daughter's profession, occupation. Remember, her daughter is how old is your daughter, Kelly?
Mm, 8 years.
8, no?
8.
So she's 8 years old, brother? She's very young.
Okay.
Action.
Kelly, what is your daughter?
Perfect.
My daughter is a student.
My daughter is a student. What kind of a student, Kelly?
A student second year elementary school.
Let's say elementary student.
Okay. Elementary. She is elementary student.
Yeah. She is singular.
She is. She is elementary student.
But elementary student is countable.
Elementary student.
Perfect. That's correct. She is an elementary student, brother.
Nice. I need ask her how
How
long.
long? Of course.
Okay. So, Kelly, how long has your daughter been an elementary school student?
Fantastic. Very good.
My daughter is an elementary student for
Eliminate is.
okay, has been
Mhm.
um my my daughter um my daughter been an elementary no
Incomplete.
uh,
The.
uh,
Ajá.
my daughter has been
Yes.
my daughter has been an elementary school student for 4 years.
For 4 years. Fantastic. Very nice. Very, very, very good. Copy that in the chat too. Excellent practice. Let me verify the chat. Was a welder. Okay, what happened to the chat, people? Practice, practice, practice. All right, everybody. In this moment, we are going to finish the class. Do you have any question in this moment? Anyone?
No, teacher.
I am so
Practice.
happy for that. Very good. So in this moment we finished. I'm going to send you this information. Technically, this is the complete information for you. And remember, we are going to practice structure 6 in the future. Okay? In this moment, only have been, has been, have been. Affirmation. Any questions? Perfect. So thank you very much, Oscar. Thank you very much, Heli. We finish for you, and I stay with Xiomara for the moment. Okay?